Hi everyone. Okay, so today we are going to do our reading on your person, whether that is your past person, your future person, or your present person. We've got three beautiful images in front of you, very tough options. Don't focus on what they look like. Don't focus on their ethnicity. Don't even focus on trying to find somebody who resembles your person. You go with the one that is pulling to you, okay? That's gonna be your pile. I'm gonna give you 10 seconds to choose, but please also feel free to pause the video. Okay, so if you were gravitated towards image one, this is how it's gonna work. I'm gonna go with the remote viewing first. I'm going to ask a few questions. And I'm going to channel the messages through remote viewing only, and then we'll wrap up the reading with the cards, okay? So let's get into it. We're gonna channel everybody who was gravitated towards image one. Let's bring forth the messages they need to hear, not the messages they wanna hear, and let's bring it forth in a very clear and direct way so that I, as the interpreter, can interpret it to them. So first question we're gonna ask Spirit is, what do you need to know about him? Okay, what you need to know about him. And this is gonna be like whatever comes through, guys, like whatever, okay? So let's just channel that. Like, what does this group need to know about their person? Okay, I don't know why this is coming through again. I will not know why they're coming through. Your person has some hobbies. They have particular hobbies that they actually, I feel like, sometimes hide or they enjoy. And the reason why they hide it, I feel like, is it could be technically feminine, okay? So, you know, it might even be like, you know, things that girls like to do. But they enjoy it. Now, if you're also wondering why are these coming through, whatever comes through, comes through. It could also be to validate that this is your person coming through, okay? But there is some hobbies, and I don't know that I need to kind of dissect or go deeper into what that is. It's just, it is what it is. It's like typically hobbies that like a man wouldn't be interested in. They have they like that kind of stuff. Okay. They like their hobbies. They enjoy them. But they may hide them for fear of being, you know, mocked or ridiculed. What else do you need to know about this person? I'm getting some sort of insecurity with the hair. Insecurity with hair. Their hair. Maybe like tends to have bad hair days, likes to put a hat on. I don't know what this is. Fussing with the hair. But they do have a deep insecurity about their hair. I got Leo energy. I don't know why that came up. Could be in the rising sign. I don't care where it is. It's just Leo energy. I got that. What else do you need to know about this person? I'm getting like a struggle. I'm getting a struggle with the body. Something to do with agility. I don't know if it's that they don't feel like they're best or it's an age thing. I don't know what this is. I feel like I'm going like this, like with my arm. I don't know what this is. I feel like I'm going with my arm like this, or my body. I don't know what this is. This is coming through. This is an annoyance, okay? An annoyance for them. What else do you need to know about this person? Okay, I'm getting like enjoys like pasta, spaghetti. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know if it's that they're Italian or they love Italian food or they just love food. I'm just seeing somebody really likes to eat, but you know, they're showing me pasta and spaghetti. I don't know. More, what does this group need to know about their person? Okay, don't take this in the wrong way. This may be a bit hurtful. There's still a girl that they think about. This is from their childhood. It could have even been somebody in their neighborhood. with this is actually very emotional. It's not even like raunchy, okay? This is not even raunchy or anything like that, like they desire the person. This is actually like nostalgic for me, okay? That's coming through. That could be very hurtful to hear, but it is what it is. We're all human. And they may not tell you about it, or it may not be, you know, something you're aware of. Maybe some of you are aware of it, but that's coming through. Some of you, your person has freckles, okay? Freckles and or moles. That's coming through. What do you need to know about this person? Not getting enough love from my mother. May never admit it, but something wasn't received here from the mother. Maybe she loved him as best as she could, but from his point of view, I didn't get enough love. By the way, I'm only going to about here because I'm asking multiple questions. What else does this group need to know about their person? Replaces money for some other security, okay? Insecurity. Replaces money in the form insecurity. I feel like your person masks materialism or even their earning potential with some other insecurity. And maybe with some of you, it's that, like, honestly, they act the way they do because they're like, I make a lot of money, I can act the way. There's something here with that. Like, I can do whatever I want because I bring the money to the table or something like that. Like, I don't know what this is. There's something. And I'm sure it's called something. I just can't think of it. But I feel like it's gone to the head. It's gone to their head for some of them. And just remember, not all of these things are going to apply to all of you. Just because you're here on this platform, it doesn't mean that, you know, it's going to be like a private reading. Okay, so just take what resonates, leave the rest. More. I heard dad and void. Dad and void. There's a void with dad. Didn't step up in the way I needed him to. And I feel like protection. Like, your person feels like they need to be protected and dad was not there for that. Even if he was there, he wasn't there in that way. Okay, I'm getting some sort of like, I'm getting, again with the eating. I don't know if this person is like into like binge eating. I'm seeing like chocolate bar wrappers everywhere. I don't know if this person even, it's like something you're aware of. Like you find it often. They have it in their car or something, but it's like there's some sort of weird like emotional eating here. Okay. I feel like that now that I'm picking up on this twice. Emotional eating. Okay, this person doesn't do well with expressing emotions. It's if you're looking for like a person who's fluid with that, this is not your person, okay? It's not easy. They would rather actually show it with actions than express it. It's just, I don't know what's behind that. I don't know if it's that they find it's cheesy. I'm not sure. But I just feel like I'm not doing well with like looking at you in your eyes and expressing. I would just rather do nice things for you. This person could be very macho, okay, in energy. More. Car addiction. I don't know if it's that I like looking at cars, I like looking at magazines, or I have a car and I'm always working on it, or I'm always in my car or by my car. I love my car. I love cars. This person may have even purchased a car that really they couldn't afford, but it's like they like the way it looks. They like to be seen in a nice car, clean, like, I don't know. There's something around a vehicle. More. They like their women natural. No makeup. Very girl next door type. Now, if you are like, well, I wear a ton of makeup, it doesn't mean that you're excluded. It's just they would like to see you without that, okay? They like their women very natural. Now, my next question to ask through the remote viewing is, why did this person come into your life? Why did they come into your life? Wow, that's a big one. It already came through. Something already came through to show you what you don't want. Oh my God. For some of you, it's to show you what you don't prefer. Wow. Like, let's just pause on that for a second. That's a big one to come through. I've actually never gotten that before, not even in a reading with cards. It's like to show you what you don't prefer. Why else did this person come into this group's life? Okay, some of you, it was for support. You see how we're getting different people here? And to maximize the reading, you know, use this on many people, you know, your past person, your present person, your future person, you know, you can totally do that to support you. And I am feeling through family issues, like on your end. Like maybe you just don't have the family or the support that you need. You find it in them. They come in as like a beacon of hope. And you know, that's the thing. Spirit will never leave you dry. You know, there's not one story that didn't have some hope, okay? This person is your hope. Why did this person come into your life? Okay, that's just more of like this, I feel like, but I just to show you how when you don't follow your intuition, it blows up in your face. That's what I got. Like, what happens when you don't follow your intuition? And for some of you, that could actually be a good thing. Maybe you pass this person up. Maybe this is a person who you didn't act on. So now you're like in this state of like, you know, regret of wishing that you did, you know, entertain it. It could go different ways, or it could be that you experienced them, but everything in your body was saying, don't go this way. And you did. But either way, no mistakes. Okay. No mistakes. Everything is a learning. We're all learning. That's what I'm hearing. Okay. I'm still only going to go. I'm going to get one more. We're only doing one page here. Why else did this person come into your life? I was just shown that your guides and their guides thought it was a good idea to get you guys together. Because it would be beneficial on both ends to not only experience something like love, but also similarity. So do you feel like you and your person are very similar? Because I am getting this like energy in another body. Like it could be almost like this is my twin soul, or like another variation of myself. But this person may have also come in to take you to the next level. I'm also here, and I don't even have time. I can't even write that here, but I also got like, you know, it was like a gateway to prepare you for the next person. I'm going to have to include that. Prepare you for the next person, Gateway. I had that word very, very loud coming through. Gateway. Okay, my next question will be, how do they feel about you? Okay, how do they feel about you? How do you make them feel? All of that. So I do feel there is instant recognition. They did not view you as someone that they just wanted to sleep with and discard of. There was instant recognition. And I do feel like friend vibe. And that's, you know, if you're thinking like, oh, that's not very, you know, sexy, don't worry about that, because you know what? The people who do last, or the people who actually make an impact, are the ones that you do see as friends. And I do feel like that. Like, they felt like they could, you know, this is a friend, like a best friend. Like, we could go do this, we could do that. Like, there was no like borders with you, or like not borders, but barriers. Like, they couldn't see themselves doing this with you or that with you. They could see themselves doing anything with, like, even if it was like going in the middle of the night to like a fast food drive-through and just, you know, having a binge night or something. Like, they could just see themselves doing anything, like sitting in front of the ocean and staring off into the water. There was no barriers with you. That's exactly what's coming through. Like, I saw everything in you, everything that was capable. Anything I could capably think about doing with somebody, I saw that in you. Okay, some of them really liked your legs, the way you walk. Like, it's a killer. Like, you kill me. The way you walk, like, this kills me. There is very high sexual tension here. And it's almost like for the person, sometimes it can be really hard to deal with, especially if they're not around you, or if they even want to leave you or be mad at you. They don't know how to like separate because of that tension. They are very attracted. So this person could have a lot of difficulty in like removing themselves from you energetically completely. They wouldn't know how to do that because that never dies down. It never dies. It never fades. They always want you that way, but that can be sometimes a little bit difficult for them, because there are times they could be mad at you. There are times that they could be, you know, wanting to think like they want to throw in the towel, but it's like, it's very hard to do that. It's like something keeps pulling me back. How do they feel about you? Okay. Sometimes you give it to them. Like, you're very direct, and they know it's the truth. They don't know what to do with that though. But hold on here. They know you're right. Sometimes I can't write this stuff. They know you're right, and they know they need to hear it. And it's just very hard, like, for this man, because the ones that especially are very masculine, it's like they would prefer the submissive, but they know they need the challenge deep down. And they know deep down that that's very attractive about you. It does turn them on, but it's very hard to swallow. It's a very hard pill to swallow when you are truthful with them, or they're behaving badly and you give it to them. This is very hard. But it's like, they'll never admit it to you. They know it's the truth. They know you're speaking the truth. They will, even if they're coming at you and saying you're crazy, they know you're speaking the truth. It's a very hard pill to swallow, but it also turns them on. So there's a lot of emotion in that. A lot of emotion in that. How else does this person feel about you? Some of you came in to their life in a very difficult time, okay? Some of you, there was another woman, okay? Some of you, don't get freaking out here. It was another woman, but some of you, they weren't ready, okay? I feel like they think often about why you were sent in at that time. It does weigh, and it's almost like I feel like I'm wanting an answer, but I'm not getting it. Like, they need to let that go. They need to let that go. There is some difficulty with the way that you came into their life. One moment. There is some difficulty. And some of you, I'm going to be honest, you know, if this is a person you've experienced before that you were not able to be with because they were with somebody else, it's kind of like that fated love, like that love that just unfortunately didn't get to play out in the way that it needed to. But again, there's no mistakes. So if you were not, you know, together, you were not supposed to be together. Okay. Moving on. How do they feel about you? Some of you are a little bit hard to get, hard to read, hard to get, hard to read. You may even be very hard to win back over after an argument. They like that. Yeah, this is hot. They love that. You are not a softie. You are not like easy, you know, like not submissive in any sense with this group. I mean, I think you can be when the person is performing properly, but if they're not performing properly or they're not behaving properly, like you don't submit, like you're just going to call them out. But I just feel like this hard to get, this hard to read. It's like, this stuff fuels me and not me. I'm channeling your person. It fuels me. Like, it's hot. This is like freaking smoking hot. Even when you ignore my phone call or you just don't answer right away, or I can't put you on a schedule. This is hot. More. How do they feel about you? They want to protect you. They want to protect you. This is your type of guy who fantasizes about like you being in some danger and just kind of like, I don't know, saving you. I think this is a bit of a fantasy. I mean, in reality, I think they want to protect you. They feel very guarded. Like they don't want anything to happen to you. But I think this person also fantasizes about this too. Like what it would be like, you know, to just like, oh my God. Like I'm getting like a Danielle Steele romance novel here. Protect you. This is a big one. They feel very protective. And they don't want to see you sad, hurt. Nothing like that. Okay. Let's move on to the cards now. Okay, so with the cards, we're just going to throw it out to spirit, okay? What does spirit want you to know about him? And we're drawing many cards, so just be patient with me. I want to get them all out before I start speaking. Unless something obviously comes out or needs to be addressed before I forget it, then I'll definitely say something. What does spirit want you to know about this person? There's very much like a somberness with this group. There's a somberness. Like, I don't feel like you guys, your start was very easy or your relationship has been easy. Some of you don't even know this person anymore. There's a somberness to this, okay? Some of you, there's some faded love here. Something that just didn't get to work out in the way that it needed to. It's very sad, actually. Very sad. Well, not the way that it needed to, but the way that you wanted it to. So listen, with the Strength card, I feel like this, talks about your person. Your person does their best. They do their best with what they have. Your person's not easy in any sense to deal with, or even to be themselves. Like, them in their own skin. I feel like they feel very uncomfortable in their own skin. They may put on a show with the Strength card, but it's not easy to be them. And I do feel like it has a lot to do with the Strength card. There could be some wounds or trauma or inner healing or just really stubbornness, okay? But I do feel like they try to be, they do their best to be strong, to be brave. But they do need to, I feel like, learn how to be more empathetic and more compassionate. But your person would be there. Your person would be there in a heartbeat. They are a good person. They really are a good person deep down, and they would fight the good fight. They would be there. They would fight injustice. If like a woman was, getting attacked in the street, they would be the first one to step in. And let's be real, guys, like in our society right now, something could happen and nobody would do anything. They would just either stand there and stare or like, I don't know what they would do. Like they would run away or they'd film it. Okay. So that's not like, if I'm saying that, don't think, oh, well, anybody would do that. No, they wouldn't. There's a lot of cowards out there. Like, this society has become a bunch of cowards. Okay. If I do say so myself. And your person, that's why I'm saying deep down, they're really a good person, but there's just a lot, I feel like, that is within them that is just, it's like, they're showing me like, when the coal in a fireplace, like it's very hot, it's fuming. At times they don't know what to do with it. This could be also why they're very introverted or shy, or maybe they get these quiet moments where they need to go off and do something or be alone. It's because they're trying their best to work through it. But your person's not going to be the type of person that will do it with like a kumbaya circle, okay? Or a group of people trying to probe and prod and, talk about your feelings. It's just not them. This person, I feel like, is just very macho in energy, and that's okay. Well, that's fine. People get to choose exactly who they want to be. There's nothing wrong with the way anybody else deals with something, okay? Now we've got the Ice Queen here. Straight up, I'm going to dissect this all different ways because, again, it's a general reading. They could view you as an Ice Queen at some times, that you're very icy, very quiet, very, jarring to be around. And listen, that may not be even who you are, okay? It could just literally be that you're sick of them or you're giving them the cold shoulder and it's because of something they did. Remember, people cannot perceive what they are not the vibration of. So if they're not seeing you properly, it could be they're not in the same vibration as you, okay? But this could also be another woman that's in the mix. We've got a divorcee, a mother, discernment. It could be that there's some other woman, like he has an ex-wife or something along those lines. Or this could be that you, okay, were a divorced woman, or you were a mother, when they met you, this is how they view you. Or that you had a lot of discernment when it came to them. Maybe you've been with them forever and you still have discernment regarding them, that's okay. But if you are even just like, this is a future person, they may view you like that. Maybe you will be a mother in the future time. Maybe you will be a divorcee. Maybe you will use discernment when it comes to them. They'll know you're taking it very slowly, or you want to take it very slowly regarding them. But overall, you could be very icy. You could just be very icy, very kind of like a watching person, someone who's not really willing to jump right in. And listen, that's hot. That's really hot. Someone who takes their time and that is not acting like super desperate is super hot. Sorry, but it is, okay? But don't get tied up with, oh my God, I'm not a mother. I'm not divorced. What does this mean? It doesn't resonate. it's not for you only. This reading is not for you only, okay? There's going to be women who are watching, or even men who are watching, who, resonate with being like divorced, or they're a mom or they're a father, when they meet their person. So just take it how it goes. Like, just participate as the viewer, okay? Mold it to how it would, make sense to you, your situation. Now I've got the long distance card, foreign themes and distance. So for some of you, this could be a very big factor, that maybe some of you are not even in like physical proximity right now to each other. Maybe this is a long lost love. Someone who just has been gone for a while. Maybe there's distance between the two of you. Maybe you're married right now and you still consider yourself having a lot of distance, which is normal. We're just not really at our best right now. We got a ways to go. We've got work to do, okay? But if this is your future person, or even if it's your past person, maybe you met online, maybe you met in another country, maybe there was a long distance factor, maybe you guys had foreign themes, like one is older than the other, one is a different race than the other, one is a different religion than the other, etc., okay? That's coming out for a reason. But just the fact that she's looking off into the distance, this sailed ship, I do feel like this also is just very predominant for somebody here who has lost somebody. Like just, it's nostalgic, it's very nostalgic. Like, I do feel that throughout the reading. I'm going to have at least one person here who resonates with like a lost love. Someone who really just took them by storm, took their heart by storm, and just like as quick as they came in was out as quick. We've got the love spell. You've been bewitched. So listen, this person is under your spell. They will always be under your spell. You will never rid this person. Like this person, you will never be out of their heart. You will never be out of their mind. There is something I feel like sexually that has been triggered that will never be matched with anyone else. And I don't care if you even did anything together, okay? Because the creation of intimacy, just even with eye contact, you just know it's going to be good, and if you've never had them, you've never, even if you've been with some other people physically, have been able to even recreate that, with them and their bodies near you, so like, I just feel like with this card, they just want you to know that like you did impact them. You do impact them. Like they know in their heart, they're not going to be able to match, or even since they have not been able to match that level of intimacy or emotional connection with anyone else. So you kind of have them, pile one, you got them. This is a person you've got. Whether you're on speaking terms or you're with them married, you've got them. They're never going to leave, or if they have left, unfortunately, they will not be able to forget you. Like that hold will always be on them. And for some of you, you probably have seen that through these little things, like symbolic little gestures. Like you've just seen it. You've just known it. Like, wow, this guy is still on me. Like I can still feel it. I can still tell. He's in my dreams all the time. He hasn't let go. Guys, I have an ex from 2007, okay, before I was married, who still reaches out in sleep state. Now I understand, that my free will is also meeting up with him, but it's usually him talking to me and telling me things, and like I'm just surprised he's not over it. He's just not over it yet. It can happen, okay? We've got cautiously optimistic here. So your person is a bit of like, your person can be a bit of like, he's realistic. He's a realistic person. He is optimistic, but he's very cautiously optimistic. And that could be why he hasn't fully moved into his powers, because he hasn't thrown himself into it. He hasn't thrown himself into the fire, into the jungle. There's still a part of him that he's holding back. Okay. And that part that he's holding back, like, listen, everyone needs a little patience. Like, I don't even think anybody, he deserves for his own patience to have patience with himself. He will get it in time, but it could be also the reason why things haven't really worked out for him. you know, relationships, maybe what happened with you, you know, like, because there was not that willing to throw themselves out there and just really let go. Okay. I think this is a good card. I think it's, you know, it shows the, you know, the genuine gregariousness. I don't even know if that's a word of the person, but they are guarded. They are guarded. Your person's not, you can't, I don't know that you're going to be able to fully sit down and sway them with your thoughts of, you know, aliens and whatever, astrology, and they're just going to not have something to say about it or add their 2 cents, you know, like this is not an easily swayable person, okay? There are some things that they do hold very tight, and it could be belief systems, it could be logic, and that's not easy, again, you know, to break down within them. They would have to do that on their own. It's not going to be you that's going to be able to convince them. And again, with the Strength card, your person is a brick wall, okay? And that could be why sometimes they're very stubborn. Like you're like, I'm making sense, I'm speaking, I'm talking, I'm being communicative, and they're not getting it. Why? It is what it is, okay? We've got the Yes card, luck is on your side. I do feel like this is in regards to the overall connection between the two of you. But I do also feel like, I just want to, before I speak, and I always like to make sure what I'm getting. I'm going to draw another card just to make sure that what I'm thinking or what I'm feeling is exactly what's coming out here. Give me more in regards to what this Yes card is about. We've got the Queen of Cups. Wow. Okay. I will be truthful. That was not the path I was going to go. I was going to actually say, with the luck is on your side, this person could be a person who comes from a place of yes, is very helpful, could also be a very lucky individual, or this could also point to the overall connection, you know, that it is very positive in nature. It does, you know, it did serve its purpose. It will serve its purpose. It is very deep, all of that. But even if you had questions in regards to this connection, you're getting a yes. That's what I was going to say. Now I've got a woman popping out, okay? And I don't care if you're a man watching, this will represent you. They told me this represents the viewer that is watching. Don't worry about astrological signs. This is the emotional connection. And it's what I was picking up in the remote viewing. I felt like, and I also picked it up here with the Love Spell card. There is something very deep that runs very deep. This person, I'm not even talking about how you feel. I'm talking about how they feel. This person, it's unmatched. How they feel about you it's unmatched. Their level of emotion, it runs so deep with all that water. It's like literally a flood inside their body. Like they're flooding with it. And it's crazy because I feel like the person like doesn't openly admit that. Like they would never openly admit like how they are drowning in emotion for you, but it's there. And I wonder if it's Cups energy too, because it's very passive. Like your person is so passive about it. Like they hold back a lot of it. So the Yes card is a yes to what they feel, what they will feel. Like, again, it's like a flood of emotions for you, and it runs so deep. They also feel like you're a very wise individual, a very psychic individual. You're different, but you've touched me emotionally, and that's not easy to do. Not with this guy. Nope, not with this guy. Now we've got this card here. This is the end. So for some of you, listen, it could be that long lost love, or this is from the past, and it's over. It's over. It's been over. They feel it's over. That card's going to really point to, I feel like, somebody who is or who has chosen this reading for someone from their past. Because I did feel a level of sadness. I did feel a level of sadness with this group. Now, that doesn't have to be that it's the end. It could be how they are seeing it or how you're seeing it. It could be that's why it's coming up. But you know what? Let's draw a card on that. Because it is very final, isn't it? It sounds very abrupt and final. Give me more on this is the end card. What else do they need to know about this card? I will always draw cards if I need to. It's up in the air. It's up in the air. And that's crazy because I believe that card was on the bottom and I just shuffled. You guys are having a lot of weird, like paranormal situations, aren't you? You're having a lot of dream state from, if this is the person from your past that it's been over with, you guys are still very intertwined in the spirit realm. This is actually more of a connection that exists there than anything. So, how interesting, the Hanged Man. Now that opens it all up, right? It's not so final. So it's up in the air, okay? The Hanged Man, it looks like he's becoming enlightened. Maybe, you know, that's what needed to be done. Separation needed to occur so that we could go get enlightened. Or it's literally like, you know, it's a choice that needs to be made. And you guys will decide that, you know, you guys will decide at some point whether this is something you want to entertain. And, you know, it will be made in the future, but it's not the end. Not with the Hanged Man. That just opens it all up. Okay, that opens it up now to a possibility. Now, with the I'm starting to understand a connection, this is great. We've got some understanding happening here, some breakthroughs. Your person wants you to know through the reading that they are starting to understand what's going on here. I don't think your person was put onto, like, I mean, I think they watched movies, but I don't think they believed in love. Your person is starting to get put onto the fact that maybe this is starting to mimic in their own life. Like there is actually, this is real because it's happening to me. That's how they're feeling. This is happening to me. This is not just in the movies. This is not hocus pocus, BS. This is actually real. And they're starting to understand like who you are, what you are, why you came in. There is so much thought going on with this person in regards to you, but you know, it may not be openly, you can't see it openly that they're doing that, but it is happening behind the scenes. And they are starting to understand elements. They're being shown things from spirit. Spirit has not left their side. And I feel like they're also even asking questions and they're getting the answers to them. So your person's asking a lot of questions. They ask a lot of questions, or even if they meet you in the future, they're going to ask a lot of questions like, what the hell is going on? They may start doing research online. They may start, you know, asking and they get it in their dream state. Your person is being shown a lot about who you are, why you're there, why you're together, why you met, why you guys met, even things about themselves. They're being shown things about themselves. Like they're even getting like, I'm being shown a third party perspective. Because the thing is, your person, until you showed up, did not really accurately see who they were. In their mind, they were okay, but they didn't really actively think about how they came across to people. So they're getting a third-party perspective. How cool is that? Okay, well, wow. Oh, I didn't even talk about this card with the resourceful. Oh, goodness, how did I miss that? Okay, so with the resourceful card as well too, this I feel like points to kind of what I was picking up in the remote viewing. Your person kind of like, I don't want to call them a hoarder, but they kind of sometimes substitute certain things. Like I don't even know if they know they're doing this with like, again, the material things. Like it kind of like feeds the ego or it substitutes something else. And I feel like this person considers themselves very resourceful. And as long as they're being resourceful, it's like they're doing great. They could hide behind these things sometimes, like how much money they make, what they bring to the table. But that's a big part of who they are, what they can do, how they can make money. This person, I mean, it's not a bad thing, but this person is like a go-getter, a breadwinner, you know, likes to support, likes to make money, but they have to sometimes, I feel like, be careful with the barrier that they're not substituting other things like bad behavior for the fact that they are so accomplished or what they bring to the table. Do you get where I'm going? Because sometimes there can be like this streak that comes out, like this mean streak or this ego streak, where it's like, I can do what I want. I can behave how I want because I bring all this to the table. There's something there, and I can't fully pick up what it is, but I'm trying my best to explain it to you, okay? Oh, wow. Okay, so let me know what you thought. I wish you guys all the best. You take care. Okay, so if you're gravitated towards image 2, let's begin your reading. We're going to start with remote viewing, and we are going to ask 3 different things. With the remote viewing, I am going to open up myself to spirit to see, you know, what you need to be aware of. And I will download those messages through, again, the remote viewing. Be open. Understand that not everything that's on this paper that's going to be written can be about you or your situation specifically. It is a general reading. But be open. This could be anything from something super specific to, you know, something general. It could be, you know, just there on the paper to validate that this is your person, that you picked the right pile. Just be open. Just be open, okay? So let's get started here. So the first thing that we're going to ask is we're going to ask what you need to know about him. Okay, so we are going to bring forth the messages that group 2 needs to be aware of, not what they want to hear. And let's bring it forth in a very clear and direct way so that I, as the interpreter, can interpret it to them. Oh, wow. Okay, something's coming through right away. It's crazy. I actually was drawn to this. I couldn't, like I got a specific message as I looked right at the eye on this. Your person is very skeptical. We've got a skeptical person here. Oh, wow. So different. Like, you know, it's so different how the different piles can be so uniquely different. I've got a skeptical person, somebody who is actually more right brain than left. Is that the logical side? I'm going to say another thing right off the bat. I don't mean to say this, guys. It's just what's coming through. Not the nicest. You know, this guy can go below the belt if need be. Like, no filter, man. No filter. Like, I feel like if I'm dealing with him and he does something like that, like, it's very hard for me to forgive. Like, this guy really pushes the limits. And it may not even be that it's something he says. It could just be his energy, the way he moves. He can be a very hot and cold. Very hot and cold. But it's this guy's hard to love. Hard to love. And you know what the funny thing about this is that I feel like he's very attractive. And it could be in general or to you specifically, very attractive. And that's what's hard, because he knows how to create the element of like desire or something, or he knows how to set a tone. He knows how to create emotional intimacy. So it's very hard because I don't know. I just feel like I'm drooling here with this guy. Like, this guy is very attractive. And if he's your future person, just know that you're going to have the cream of the crop here. This guy, looks wise, very attractive. But it's just, there's a behavior. There's a behavior. There's a no filter. Like, no regulating of like, or discernment, or, you know, processing between what is thought and what comes out the mouth. He can have his ways about him. And I'm not gonna say that. He could be borderline narcissistic. I don't want to sugarcoat this. And honestly, guys, if you kind of clicked on this video or you joined this platform because you wanted like a sugar plum fairy, you know, tale, I'm not your reader, okay? Even if this is your future person, listen, it is what it is. People are not perfect, okay? Borderline narcissist. Oh my God. Excuse me. Okay. Very good in the bedroom and very well endowed. What is going on here? Wow. I never know which way I'm going to get pulled here as reader. A very good in the bedroom and well endowed. Like, this guy will know how to please you, or knows how to. And again, there's something with that element of emotional connection. He knows how to create it. He knows how to set a tone. He knows exactly what to do. And I'm going to say another thing to add to that. He knows how to please a woman. I don't know where he gets that from. I don't know where he gets that from. I feel like that's not something that's, you know, like, that's not common, I don't feel like. But he knows. Likes to dance. This guy likes to dance. I'm getting like a very sociable personality. Everywhere he goes, sociable. And he can be very well liked. And I feel like I'm seeing like that side of him, the one that I picked up at the beginning. He knows how to hide that. He knows how to hide that. He's a bit of a Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. And I am getting a zodiac sign Libra here, but also Aries, okay? Because I'm getting like the polarity, because if you're a Libra, you're going to carry Aries energy. And if you're an Aries, you're going to carry Libra energy. That's why Aries people often are very liked, because they have that Libra side of them. But this is the second time this has happened. I picked up a zodiac sign in group 1, 2, and I'm not really about that. So I'm pretty shocked that's coming through. Your person takes my breath away. Like, he's a lot. He's a big personality. I may not even need to write this stuff, because if I keep going, I'm just going to have to stop, because I'm planning only to do 1 page for all 3 questions. So I'm not going to really, with this person, write as much down. But he's a big personality, and, you know, life of the party, like, you know, if there's a party happening, he's invited. So you're going to have to understand that you will share this person with others. He's very well loved and liked by many. And he's not necessarily, I don't think he minds staying home like here and there, but he predominantly likes to go out and socialize. He likes to be around other humans. Your person is making me drink a lot of water. I don't know why my throat is like, it's just a lot with this person. Okay, more. What do we need to know about him? What does this group need to know about their person? Beautiful hands. I don't even care what they look like. I don't care if they're all ragged. I don't care if he's in construction. Just beautiful hands, and knows how to touch. What is going on? Knows how to touch. For some of you, there's a sister, I feel like. She's annoying. She's annoying. And she may really like him. Like, she may be very attached to him. And there's something really weird and unhealthy going on there. I'm not saying anything, you know, like crazy going on. I'm just saying, like, maybe she's a little protective. I don't know. But there's a sister, and I feel like she's annoying. If it's not a sister, there's a girl. There's a girl around him. Maybe it's a cousin. I can't tell. Maybe it's a friend. I don't know. But there's a girl his age, around the same age, or it's like a buddy, but it could be family. I can't figure it out. Maybe that's because there's too many people watching. But yeah, she's just, I don't know. She's a lot. More. I am getting so, I just want I want the viewers who are watching in group 2 to know that I'm getting so much sexual stuff. It's unreal. And I can't write it all down. I don't even know like how to, like there's just so many things pulling me. I don't even know how to explain them all. I got like some sort of fantasy with costumes. He likes that. He doesn't mind dressing up himself. He will dress up himself. You know, like I'm even seeing like something with like an indigenous costume, or like, I don't know. There's something with like, I don't know what this is. Like I see feathers on his head. I don't know what this is. But I think it could just be that they're showing me he likes to play dress up. Like, this guy's kinky. This guy is kinky. That's worth adding to the list. And maybe you like that. I don't know. But I just want you to know anything could come through here. In group one, we got a lot about, like, you know, his psychological wounds. In this one, we're getting like his bedroom, likes and dislikes. More. Okay, very generous. Gift giver, spoils. Like, if he loves you, he spoils you. And I mean, like, with expensive stuff, but even really, like, very thought out, detailed gifts, like detailed. Like, you know, like most men can't even, like, are not even capable of that kind of stuff. Like, this guy will listen to you and, like, really, like, remember everything you're saying and then put together this, like, really crazy, like, he's a surprise person too. He likes to surprise. That's, oh, this guy's good. I see why it's hard. This guy would be hard to be. You'd have to give up a lot, I feel like, if you wanted to, like, discard of him because he says a couple nasty things to you. It would be hard because he's got some qualities that are very rare in a man. Like, he's thoughtful and he listens and he's really calculating, but he uses it like to be generous and spoils you with, like, you know, expensive things, but even like very intricate, detailed gifts. This guy doesn't mind expressing. This guy doesn't have a problem with that. He's very expressive. He will tell you he loves you, maybe even right away. First time you're with him, like, you know, he gets you alone, like, he will look in your eyes and tell you, like, exactly how he feels. And he's bold. This guy's bold. Like, he's not even concerned about how you're going to react. He may be like, I want to see you in a nurse outfit and I want to do this to you and I want to do that to you. Like, this guy's bold. Okay, wow. Okay. Guys, I don't know where this is going. Like, don't come for me. I have no idea when I open myself up what this is going to talk about. I don't know why this is becoming like this. He likes the breasts, okay? He's a boobies guy, big time. He likes that, okay? I'm going to go with one more and then I'm going to switch to another thing. What else do you need to know about this guy? He's a one-woman man. He's a one-woman man. And he likes him feisty. If you can meet his match and banter, he likes that. He likes someone funny. He likes someone who can, like, flow with him. So if you're too different, like quiet, shy, reserved, like, he'll try his best to bring that out of you. But he likes the banter. He likes to play. He's feisty. He's a little wildcat, this guy. But he is a one-woman man. And when he loves you forever. But he plays for keeps. Okay. Next question. Why did you meet him? Like, basically, what were you supposed to learn, okay? Okay, I heard right off the bat, in my view, that's your twin. That's your twin soul. Wow. For some of you, that's your twin soul. That's your spiritual connection. That's your person. That's your spiritual mate. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, above a soulmate. Even more than a soulmate. He's like a challenge, a trial and tribulation all in one. Like, it's just, but it's hot. Like, some of you wanted this. Some of you, when you met him, or when you're meeting him, or when you're about to meet him, or if he's the future, whatever, you wanted this. You wanted something deep. He had the capability to bring you that. And don't underestimate clicking on a particular guy, thinking it's for someone else, and it's actually somebody else. I felt like I was guided to tell you that. Someone here literally clicked on this guy for their person, and they're like, whoa, this is actually another guy that I knew. This is someone else. You wanted, this guy was capable of bringing the fire, like all that and more what you wanted. He was a challenge. He was all of that in one. You guys, whenever you willed this guy in, this is something you were looking for. Something deeper, something magnetic, something more fiery. That's what I'm getting with why you met him, or what did you need to learn? I mean, it's more like why you met him, but let's just keep going here. Why did this group meet him? I'm getting a big word. I'm getting this word, all in caps, challenge, rise, to kind of be able to go the distance. Okay, for some of you, this guy came in when you were with someone else, but this guy was also like, they're showing me this as a challenge. Like, I don't even know that I'm really learning anything. I mean, maybe you are, but I'm getting more something around a challenge. Like, this was a challenge to see if you could actually experience something of this heightened connection here on earth at this time. How else can I put that to my viewers, Spirit? How else can I put that so that they can understand? Okay, because this is so deep in intensity, it does have the capability to like fall apart very quickly. But it was a challenge for the both of you to see how bad you wanted to, like, I don't know, maybe even work on yourselves in order to gain it. Gain it, keep it going. Like, entertain it. It was like an option. It came in as an option. It wasn't something that was going to be easy or comfortable or set in stone, but it came in as an option for you. And it was up to you because you have free will, whether you want to go with this. Okay, let's do one more. Is there anything that they were supposed to learn from this person, though? Because I'm getting more around why they met. But were they supposed to meet or learn anything? Oh, wow. Okay, I have to tell you about this, okay. In group 1, I got in this section for that group that this guy came into their life to show them what they didn't prefer. This guy has come in to show you what you do prefer. Ooh, I did not expect that. And even if you didn't act on it, or even if it fell apart, or even if it's in the future, it doesn't matter. This is what you prefer. This person came in to like light something in you, bring you to life, make you show up as a main character. Like, I'm going to have to leave that alone. I just feel like if you're going to understand that, you're going to understand that. I don't want to over-interpret because I feel like you guys are intelligent, very intelligent beings. If that resonates with you, you'll understand. Now, if this part up here resonates, but this part doesn't, don't worry about it. It still applies to you, okay? Now we're going to go with how do they feel about you? How you make them feel. Oh my. Okay. You make me salivate. Like, you just are, how do I put this? Like, I'm getting really weird. I don't want to put it like this, but I feel like they want to eat you. They want to eat you up. Like, it's just like, you match my frequency. You match my frequency. This is not even about anything sexual. You match my frequency. I heard that. I don't think this person in the physical 3D form would tell you that in person. This is maybe the higher self, but you match my frequency. And that turns me on. You make me feel alive, but you also make me feel handsome. You make me feel, I can't even write out what I want to write before saying the next thing. You make me feel alive. You make me feel handsome, like more handsome than I've ever felt before. I may have to start doing this with a crystal. I may have to ditch the paper. I don't really, honestly, like to write on paper. I don't like to waste, I don't like to contribute to trees being, anyways. You make me feel extremely handsome. There's an emphasis here on wanting to lock you up in a room and do whatever they want for like days. No eating, just maybe water. Water, just cause, you know, we have to, we have to somehow like keep ourselves hydrated. Oh my God, what is going on? But yeah, I want to just lock you up away and spend like with no like distraction. And I love your eyes, the way they look. Like I love looking into them. Wow, I'm getting like, I feel like cozy, all cozy inside as the person picking up on this. There's an emphasis on your skin too. They love your skin. Just a FYI, they love your skin. Skin tone, what it looks like. I don't care if it just looks moisturized. Like I don't know if it's glowing or it's tanned. I don't know. They love your skin though. How you make them feel. This person wants you to have their baby. And if you haven't met them yet, this may happen very soon. This person will want to impregnate you very soon. Okay? Very soon. I think there's also going to be so much going on in the bedroom that you won't be able to avoid this because this person is not going to want to take precautions. They're going to want all of you. Wow, guys. Let me know if this is making sense. Like, even if you know this person, did you have that type of connection with them where this could seem very plausible? I mean, this is like, I just feel like I entered in another realm and I don't want to leave. Like, this is like, with this guy it's very fun. Very fun. And I feel like if I don't want to leave, I don't even want to move on. This seems very, you know, just like very, not interesting, but just very wow. Very wow. Like, you know, compared to mundane life, like our mundane life, you know? Wow. He does have the ability, just an FYI, I'm not going to write it down too. He knows how to create, this guy knows how to create escapism. And I'm not talking about through any kind of like hallucinogenics. Like I'm talking about naturally. He knows how to like sweep a woman off their feet or a man and just take them to like another place. Like, and that can be very, very addictive. This guy is very addictive to be around. You might really enjoy his energy. Okay, how else does this guy feel? How you make them feel, how they feel about you. Okay, they consider your beauty rare. Whatever that may be. They consider your beauty rare. This may make sense for some of you. They've never been with someone who looks like you. Maybe they've never been with your type of ethnicity. I don't know. Even if you are a blonde, blue-eyed girl, like you're just rare, like in their eyes. They personally, like you may actually, if they ever told you that, be like, really? I don't really see what's so great about me. But they would tell you like, you are like, I haven't come across someone who like you. They really single you out from the rest. Like you are very like unique in your own way, but I'm getting like, you may be like, I don't see it. It doesn't matter. It's the eyes, the beauty is in the eyes of the beholder with this guy. Like this guy sees you differently. You stand really apart from the crowd, guys, in this guy's eyes. Jeez, what are the cards gonna say? I'm really curious. Like I did not expect any of that. Wow, okay. So let's get into the cards. Let's see like how, you know, much the cards validate what I've picked up, or if they offer something new. Give me time to get my cards out. I am drawing from many different decks, but let's do that. Oh goodness. What does Spirit want you to know about this guy? Okay. What does Spirit want you to know about this guy? I literally feel like I was transported to another realm, and I feel like this guy knows how to do that. He knows how to make you do that, like transport to another realm, like just by being in his presence. Wow. Okay, what does this Spirit want you to know about this guy? I knew that card was going to come out. I knew it. I need to start telling you guys when I feel like a card is going to come out. I knew that. I saw it in my head right before it came out. Wow. Okay. Let's just go slowly here because I'm super excited. 2 cards from this deck, please. This guy is so addictive. This guy is so addictive, guys. And if you think I'm like being extra, you have to understand I'm experiencing the reading at the same time as you. I'm a reader. I'm all up in this. I'm the one who's conducting it. I can feel like the energy. I'm actually doing this, guys. I'm channeling. Like this guy is so addictive. If you haven't met him yet, God bless you. I don't know what you're going to do. I don't know what you're going to do. It will be very hard for you to resist him. Okay. Let's get more, please. What does Spirit want this group to know about this guy? Wow. What did I say? What did I say? Wow. I'm going to really want whoever chose this pile to like, let me know. Let me know in the comment section. Wow. More. What are we doing with this? 1 card? Oh, 2 cards. Okay. Okay. So with the Devil card, listen, this guy enjoys his bedroom things, okay? His bedroom hobbies. Not that he's, doing it with others or everybody and anybody. I think he's very selective, but this guy enjoys his sex, okay? If you're about that and you're looking for that, and you want that deep, and this is your guy, okay? I think this guy is very addictive with the devil. Listen, because this is a general reading, I'm going to go there. I don't feel personally that this guy has addictions, but he may come with his addictions. I think he has the strength to overcome his addictions, but he could have some. When you meet him, he could just, I don't know, but maybe he has addictions. I have to be general, but I really don't feel that. So I think if that's going to resonate, it maybe with one person, okay? And the addictions can be to anything, alcohol, drugs, I don't know, okay? But he's an obsessive person. Like, he actually reminds me of, you remember that movie Fear with what was the guy, Mark Wahlberg, and that girl Reese Witherspoon? You see how intense he was with her? He can be like that. I'm not saying he's violent, but when he's like zoned in, he can be very consuming, okay? Like, you can feel him, like he can give you all of that. Women always, or men always want to be like, oh, the guy doesn't even pay me no attention. He tries to pretend like I'm not even there. Then you get a guy like this and you're like, holy crap, this is overwhelming. So you have to pick and choose what you want here. This guy is consuming. Like, when he wants you, when he looks at you, he looks at you. He looks right into your soul. Like, he can read you. He can create that air of intimacy very easily, and he can sweep you off your feet. You could be like dizzy, just being in his presence. His energy is high. Like, this guy is a very elevated, high, like, I don't even know if I want to say elevated soul. I mean, because there can be definitely many reasons why someone has intense energy, but he has intense energy. And you have to be able to not step up to the plate, but handle it. So we've got the twin flame card, okay? I mean, what's the first thing I picked up? This could be a twin soul. This could be somebody who is matching your frequency. I mean, just the energy is it's just the chemistry is there. Look at these two energies moving together, and they're just creating this, what looks like a flower, but it's just the energy, right? The flame, it's hot, like it's created very effortless, it's very easy. And the frequency could be, very strong around this person, but yeah, they could be your twin. This could be who's coming through in the ring, whether you met them before, whether you're dealing with them now, or, they're in the future. We've got the wallflower. Interesting. Limited potential, shy, and withholding. So I feel like this is kind of even validating to what I picked up before when I said, like, I feel like this guy, he wants you to kind of meet him. I picked up something like that. I'm just looking at my notes. I feel like I picked up something about he wants you to meet him at the same energy, or he wants to be able to kind of like, you need to kind of meet him like somehow. Like, you don't have to be super like him, but you need to be able to handle like, him. And I feel like he has the potential to turn you into that. So you see how this girl is sitting here, she's like withholding, she's shy, and you have this girl standing here just dancing the night away in the spotlight. What you need to know about him is he has the capability to do that, to bring you out of your shell. But he's also going to want you to come out of your shell. That's really important. And I can't actually find the note of where I wrote that unless I didn't write it down. Feisty banter. Yeah, like he likes feisty banter. He likes to have fun, so you may meet him at a time where you're very, like you don't even know anything about this world. He brings you into a whole world, a different world. You're more like shy, reserved, and then all of a sudden, like, he has the ability to like, light the fire in you. It's like going from, everything is black and white to color all of a sudden, like in that movie, Pleasantville, So just be aware of that. I'm not saying he won't love you if you are, technically a shy and reserved person, but it's like when you put a kid into dance class, you're doing that to kind of bring them out of their shell. And sometimes it does work, and then the person's all of a sudden more confident. I just can't believe that card came up because I picked that up. And that's what I find when I do the remote viewing is that when I get to the cards, it always usually just solidifies what I picked up in remote viewing, which is very cool. Now we've got this card, which I love, let go. Make room for the new beginning, on its way to you now. This guy is really about the wind, where the wind draws him. He can be super positive. You know, I'm not saying he's not, human and he won't doubt something sometimes or, kind of be like sad about something, but he knows how to move on. He's really good at that. And he could be a really good pep talker. Someone who knows how to bring you out of your, stresses or knows how to make you laugh. But he's also very philosophical. This guy is very philosophical, and he knows about, or he understands about how to maintain that positive energy, just next. Oh, that didn't work out. That's okay. I'll do it next time. He doesn't get down on himself. Okay. He knows how to keep it going. He knows how to move on. And not get stuck on something, which is really a great thing to have, okay? Spy, someone's got their eye on you, you are doing your research. So this guy is intense. I'm telling you with the spy card, he will suss you out. I'm not saying he's gonna stalk you, but he's gonna be like that guy in the movie, all over you, on you, wanting to see you all the time, wanting to be with you, not in a way that is dangerous, but he's very protective. He's watchful. He will test you. He will test you with the spy card. He will watch your behaviors. He will even do research on you. He'll check out all your platforms. He will keep his eye on you. So even if you're talking to him, in the beginning, and you think you're talking to him, he's gonna be like, oh, I seen you like that guy's post, or, why did you like that particular post? He may ask you stuff like that. He may be a little jelly, okay? This guy is making me thirsty. He's intense. He's intense. Very intense. Yeah, he's very much he wants to know what's going on around you. I don't know. He's just all consuming. Okay. Dismissive. He can be like that sometimes. This is that a-hole side of him that I was picking up in the beginning. He can be dismissive. He can have a potty mouth on him. He can really go below the belt. It is what it is. I'm going to actually draw a card on that. Let's draw an extra card to see what else we can pick up on that. He can say things when he, in the heat of the moment, not really thinking. Okay, so with the Hermit card, he's not going to be the type to really engage in arguments. He's going to need to kind of go off by himself and get his act right and then come back. If you press this guy in the moment, you could really be sorry you did that. Okay, you know how they show that, sometimes they show that stuff in videos where the woman is chasing the guy in an argument because she needs to know, she needs to communicate. You do that, he's gonna explode. He needs to be alone to recoup and then come back to you. He's not really that type, you see dismissive? He needs to dismiss himself. He does. Because again, he can be, oh my God, he can be treacherous with his mouth. Okay. That's why it's covered right now on this card. He needs to keep his mouth shut, go regather, and then come back. Okay. We've got scarce mentality. Before I speak, I want to draw an extra card on that. Okay, so this guy actually, with this Two of Wands card, is a bit of a risk taker. He is he is a type of guy, a grab my life by the balls type of guy. He may have a little bit of a fear of missing out with the scarce mentality card. He likes to take charge in his life. He likes to be present. That can be a great thing. But sometimes I feel like he can be maybe a bit of a risk taker. But I will tell you, this guy, when he does take the risks, they really do pay off. So this is the type of guy that will go get into like a business that is really unknown. And then all of a sudden he's like the first one in it and he's making a lot of profit. Like he's a risk taker, but he's got an eye. He's got a really selective eye. And that can be really good, but his risks pay off. But with the scarce mentality, there is a little bit of like in the background, an underlining fear of like not wanting to go broke or not wanting to miss out. Like he's a take charge guy. This is a take charge guy. He wants to make sure that he's always in an abundant flow of resources, money, whatever it may be. He may even be the type to kind of risk something even in love, okay? So they're showing me like in a scenario, and I'm not saying that this is your scenario whatsoever. They're just showing me a type of scenario. Like, let's say this guy is really in love with a married woman. Like, he's not going to hold back just because she's married. I'm giving you his personality. I'm not saying that that's going to be what type of guy he is and that, you know, that's in real life what he would do, or you're the married woman. Although for some of you, it may resonate. I don't know. He really will risk it all. Like he's that like dreamer type grasp. Like he will chase after a woman that he loves. He will. Like it's hard for him to stay away. It's going to be hard for him, okay, to kind of just bow down and just be like, oh, what's the right thing to do? Or follow society norms. Now we've got this card here. Destiny is taking us down different paths. That could point to somebody who's watching here who resonates with this being somebody from the past. And, you know, maybe it didn't work out. But it could also point to maybe there could be some difficulty. Twin flame. No twin flame story is easy. Sorry, I haven't heard one. So it could really be this could point to like just the energy around it being a rocky path, a rocky road. You know, we're fighting destiny here to be together. We're going to have to fight destiny to be together. We're going to have to fight against all odds. Look at every great love story. Was there not issues, or was it just some easy thing that they were able to just get together smoothly? No, sorry. No, that's for soulmates, not twin flames. Okay. This card here says, I will wait for a sign from you. This guy is really all about signals. He really is. And I think I'm getting a correlation to the wallflower. Like if you meet this guy in the future, okay, like just be very careful with the way that you behave. If you do want him to make a move, don't be too shy and reserved. Don't be like, you know, I'm going to play hard to get and I'll pretend like he doesn't even exist. No. This guy, again, wants you to be as expressive as he is. He's all in. He wants you all in. He doesn't do the best with this type of energy. I think that's why that card came out. I really do. I got it in the remote viewing, and then the card also, you know, was put out or brought out just to reiterate the point. He doesn't do the best with wallflowers, okay? You know, someone who's shy or introverted or withholds. No, he needs to know like how you feel. He's intense. He wants that intensity back, which is fair, right? If that's what he wants, that's what he likes. That's his forte, right? But he needs openness. He needs openness, and he doesn't do well with they're also showing me just in remote viewing, he doesn't do well with demasculating. So if you're that type, it's funny, right? Because he can hit below the belt, right? But he can't take it. He may not be able to take it. But the demasculating, yikes, that's not something he's going to find a turn on. And he won't be able to be himself with this intensity to you if you do that. You know, you can say what you want, but just don't demasculate. You know, like, I don't know if you know the extent of what that means. You know, like talking about his manhood, or like, you know, you're dumb, or you can't do anything right, these types of things, or, you know, like you're not a leader, you know, you don't know how to plan, these types of things. Just giving you examples. It may not be what you say to him, but yeah, this guy, you're in for it. You're in for it. I don't know if you've met him already. If you have, oh my God, if you're meeting, listen. You want intensity, you want depth. This is what you're going to get. This is what you're going to get. It is what it is. This is a whole other ball game. You know, if you want something more comfortable, more easygoing, like this guy may not be your guy. But anyways, he's coming through. You picked this group for, you know, a reason. He could be your past. He could be what you're dealing with right now, or he could be your future. But listen, you always have the free will to choose. So if this is not your thing, when he comes along, just let it go. It's not going to be like, you know, you're doomed right now, but this is intense. But he loves hard. This guy loves hard. And like I said, one woman man, you know, he's a one person, you know, one person one. Like he's not into like philandering. When he loves hard. But he's a big personality. He's a lot to take on. But what comes with that is just so much more excitement, you know, so much more living life to the fullest. Like, you know, you will never be bored with this guy. And boredom can be really bad in a relationship. It can just really be bad. It can be terrible. So yeah, that you will not have with him. Okay, let me know what you thought about this reading. I wish you all the best. You take care. Okay, so if you were attracted towards image 3, before we begin your reading, just please note, make sure you're prepared before watching this reading by opening yourself up and being ready for anything, okay? When I remote view, I'm not in control of anything that comes through. I'm just the messenger, okay? So we are going to start with the remote viewing, and we're going to be asking 3 different questions with the remote viewing. I just want to pull those questions up. So let's just start pile 3, and we're going to start with the first question. What do you need to know about him? Okay, so need to know about him. Now, as soon as I came to sit down to do like this pile, because I do take breaks in between each, just to clear the energy, I felt right away that this guy was super, super sensitive. And there's a couple different ways I'm feeling this. I feel like he's either sensitive in the sense that like you have to be really careful with what you say or how you move around him, or it's that he's extremely spiritual. I can't really decipher, so I'm assuming it's because it's a general reading. It's not a private reading. That, you know, you're going to have to go with whoever you feel like that is going to be like for you. Either you resonate with him being super sensitive, and let's say you know this guy, or you know him again and he's super, you know, spiritual. If this is a future guy, he could be both. He could be one or each. But I can't really decipher between. It's either those two things. And if I will say, if he's spiritual, he knows very early on what's good for him and what's not good for him. Like he can decipher what's right for him. And this is pretty epic because, you know, like, listen, you know, we're in this spiritual community online. We think, oh, we're like connecting to people like us. Go out there in your real life and ask people if they even know what an intuition is. This guy has a very heightened sense of intuition. It's strong. And this really works for him in life, but sometimes it doesn't, because I don't think people understand him. He's a bit of like, they're showing me somebody scratching the head. Like people get confused by him. Whether that be it's his family, it's his friends. This guy is very strong in foundation. He's not going to go somewhere if he doesn't feel guided to go. He's not going to accept something. He's not going to just take a job because it's more money if it doesn't feel right to him. This guy really goes to the beat of his own tune. He's very connected to his higher self. And if you know him and you're like, that doesn't resonate, then that's his potential, okay? That's seriously his potential. I am also getting like very intelligent, and I'm not even speaking of just academically. I'm not speaking of just academically. I'm speaking like emotionally intelligent, common sense intelligent. Let's be real, that's not so common. Even street smart, maybe even street smart, very intelligent. I'm telling you, this guy is, okay, that's what it is. That's what it is. He's super psychic. He may not call himself that, but wow, this guy is really psychic. And he has the ability to look into your eyes and like your mouth is moving, but he's zoning in on something else. And listen, I'm not saying that this guy is, out there and saying, hey, I'm psychic, I'm intuitive. This could be something really under the radar, but I'm here to expose it, okay? I'm here to expose it. So I'm not saying he walks around and wears this on his, shirt that he's, this way. But underneath, this guy is really smart. And he can suss out like a scam, someone who's trying to scam him. He knows when people are lying to him. Like, wow, this is really interesting. And I was feeling all of this again before I sat down, and I felt like that's a very strong energy, for me to even pick up on it before I even sit down to do it. So very in tune. What else do you need to know about this guy? Family means a lot, and this is interesting. It's either a couple things. His own family means a lot. When he meets you, your family will mean a lot. If he has children from a previous marriage or a previous situation, they're very important. Or if he's meeting you and you have children, your children are very important. This is not a guy who is selfish. He's very inclusive of everyone. But he's open, and he's not very shrewd, like societally. Is that a word, societally? This is not a guy who is a snob or walks around, even if he comes from a family where, they were telling him, this is what you got to do, this is what you got to do. He may be nodding his head to them, but he's like, yeah, I'm not going to be following that whatsoever. So let's say if he meets a woman and he's in love with her and he feels it, he doesn't care if she's a different religion. He doesn't care if she's like a different ethnicity or if she has children. Like, he's not following any type of tradition. This is not a guy who moves like that, okay? Wow. Very impressed so far. More. Money comes easily. Whoa. Money comes easily. I don't know what that means. I don't know if the guy's won the lottery before. I don't know if he wins the lottery often. I don't know if he just comes into money. I just heard he's a walking magnet. He's a walking magnet. Wow. I'm very impressed by this reading. Now that we're on the third pile, I have to say I've been very impressed with Spirit today. Very impressed. What else do you need to know about this person? Okay, this person doesn't like yelling, conflict. I mean, he's emotionally intelligent. He can discuss, but there's a cap on this. Like, this guy is not going to rant or go on with you for half an hour. Like, this is a max 20-minute thing. Like, let's resolve the issues. But he doesn't like aggressive women, okay? Someone who's going to, talk out the neck or, embarrass him in public or really demasculate. This is not your guy, okay? Just letting you know. He can get easily bruised. It's hard for him to, again, I'm going back to the sensitive. It's hard for him to move past things. Like, he has very strong boundaries. And if you go past one of them, he doesn't know how to see you in the same light. So it's not that you can't speak your truth, but it needs to be done in a very classy and professional way, okay? With a lot of regard for the other person. Oh, this is cool. Okay, wow. So this guy's a bit of a collector of crystals, or this is a guy you could take to go see Bashar. This is a guy who's into conspiracy. He will collect crystals. He will do Reiki healings. This guy is wide open. Wide open. So if you're into that, obviously you're here. Psychic readings, intuition. This guy will have something to say. You can talk to him about this. He is not going to think you're crazy or a cuckoo case, okay? Wow. More. Likes to travel. but likes to also incorporate healing. So you may find yourself traveling to places, destinations like, I'm not picking up like Cancun here, party guy. I'm picking up more like Sedona, somewhere where he can get some healing, maybe even Thailand, like these type of destinations where, you're going for the spiritual side of it. But he likes to travel. This is a guy who likes to have experiences. He's not there for the partying. He's not there to dress up. It's not about, fancy foods and Instagram photos. This is about the experience. This guy wants to have an experience. That's what he lives for. He's not impressed by, how big your bottom is or how big your top is, what kind of designer labels you're like, what can you bring to my life? What do you know? Can you teach me something? Can I learn something from you? Because he's going to be all of that and more. So he also wants that. He doesn't want to be bored in that sense. He wants to have really good conversation. He's mental. That's his element there. He likes to conversate. He likes to expand the mind. He's all of that and more. Sounds like my type of guy. Okay, let's keep going. What else do you need to know about this guy? Okay, this is very random. He knows how to charm or win over his enemies, okay? This actually has been proven to help him very much in life. And I don't know how. You'll just have to remember the reading, and then when you meet him, or if you ever get a chance to talk to him, let him tell your story and say, oh, that's what Chitra was talking about. He does have this ability. He's not like a hated guy. I personally don't want to be with those type of guys. Those ones that cause problems everywhere they go, or they're just not likable because they just don't have social, abilities. They're not good socialize. They don't have good socializing, abilities. But this guy is very calm. He's very, sweet. He's not that one that causes a stir, but he knows how to get along or get on. People like him. He kind of feels safe to people. And that's the other thing I'm going into now, is that he will make you feel safe. Okay. Gives really good cuddles and hugs, but knows how to walk you out of an emotional, situation. Knows exactly what to say, how to make you look at something different. But he's very trustworthy, very predictable, you'll feel that, it's, I'm going to pick you up, tomorrow at 9. He's going to be there. He's not going to make you wonder about him. He'll be very face value. Now, the thing that's coming in right away with that is that the only time you may wonder about him is the times where he needs his space. This is a guy who needs space. I'm not saying that he's going to take off on you for a week, but he may have this little thing he does, like maybe in the morning he wants to have his coffee away from you, somewhere in the garage or something. He is a deep thinker, but sometimes he needs to quiet himself, or be out in nature. He can be like what I said, he can be sociable, but he does need a balance. Okay. He needs a balance. That's very important for him. And he does get drained easily. And okay, something else is coming in right away. I got to write it down. He may have a group of women. It could be his mother, his cousins. There are women who flock to him, for advice. He's like, I don't even know how to put this. Women feel very safe around him, and especially in his family. He's like the protector in the family, or he may come from a family where there's a lot of women, and he's that one, like the male there, taking care of everything. That doesn't have to be a bad thing, because it will work for you as well too. He'll be that for you as well too. But for some of you, your person, Like, I don't know if it's a lot of sisters, a lot of female cousins. I don't know how much I'm picking up on friends, female friends. These are just like, I don't know. A lot of women feel safe around him. I don't know. Maybe that's just what that is. I don't know. Okay, let's move on. Why did you meet him? Or why will you meet him? Okay. And right away, I'm saying, right away, I heard husband. Some of you, this is to marry, okay? And it is soulmate energy, soulmate. So, you know, and I am feeling with that, past life, many past life, connect, you know, we're redoing, hold on here. Okay, for some of you, it's the children that need to come through to both of you, okay? Through both of you, okay? You know, I don't know if you guys know this, but sometimes you will meet certain people to have children, okay? They're choosing you and they're choosing him. They get you together. It's a real thing. Some of you, it's the children that need to come from the both of you. There's something special, DNA-wise, gene-wise, it could be whatever, spiritually. But there have been many lifetimes together. So, you know, soul contract type of energy. Okay, some of you, you meet him to learn from him. You may not like that. I don't know if you're watching this and you're like, I hate him. I don't know what to tell you. You are here to learn something, just as he is to you, from you. But there is something that you need to learn from him. And it is the way that he moves, like something of his personality or the way he is. You are also supposed to start inhibiting. Is that a word? Start inhibiting or mimicking. He has some traits that you don't have that you could benefit from. And let's not be rude to people in life. There's always something we can learn from somebody. Not everyone we meet is all bad. I just don't believe that. I don't believe you can meet somebody and they're just all bad. No, not at all. Why else did you meet this person? Or why will you meet this person? Hold on. There's a shared trauma. There's a shared trauma. And through meeting and finding out that there's a shared trauma between the both of you, you guys help each other to move past it. I mean, oh my God. Let's just take a pause on that. You two will have something similar. There'll be a shared trauma that once is found out by each other, it's revealed to each other. You know, you guys help each other to move yourselves out of it or heal from it. Wow. Okay. So now let's move on to how you make them feel or how they feel about you. Okay. Now, this is interesting. I feel like you're a bit of a challenge, and I don't know what the challenge is. I don't know if it's that you're very different from me. I don't know what it is, but you present an opportunity, and it's for me to step up in some way. I don't know what that means. I really don't know. I'm just hearing the words, step up. You're not really my cup of tea. And it has nothing to do with looks or anything. It's personality. But you're like a opportunity to make I could be better by being with you. I could be better. I could step up to the plate. So it's an opportunity. You're an opportunity. They feel like you're an opportunity. You're different. You're not what they've expected before they didn't, encounter people like you. But you make me kind of rise up to the challenge in some way. That's how they feel. You make them laugh. I'm seeing laughter. They feel good around you. they feel good. I don't know if I'm your person. I feel like I'm smiling more. I'm laughing more. You make me feel happy, and I don't have that really. I'm not saying I can't make myself happy, but when I'm with you, I'm happier. That's how you make me feel, and you make me laugh. It's not really actually easy to make this guy laugh, but you make him laugh. And that's like, listen, laughter, oh my God, it's priceless. I mean, who wouldn't want to be laughing more? Okay, they do feel like they could grow with you in all different ways. It's not just about finances. They feel like they could grow with you. They see something long-term. And that was at the beginning. So in an instant, they saw that. They don't have the ability to see that in others. They haven't had the ability to see that in others. But with you, it was like they knew they could love you forever. This person genuinely loves you. I didn't get that for the other groups. I'm just letting you know. In this area, like, I'm getting the word, I love you. Like, I love you. And I don't really care about whatever is happening around us. I love you. Like, I actually freaking do. And it's like even kind of unconditional. Like, and I've never experienced that. Like, it doesn't matter what you do. I would still love you. This is very sweet. This is very sweet. Okay, your person, okay, I'm going to get very, it's going to get very interesting here. Your person is not capable of like the romps in the bed. They're not capable of having, how do I put this? Like, you know, when you have sex and there's no connection, it's just because it's like a carnal craving. That's not your person. Your person doesn't really want to actually do that unless they can do it and it feels romantic, like they actually have feelings for you. You evoke an emotional connection, and that's something they've always craved. And I do see them trying to do that with other people, but it was awkward. It was not able to be attained. And I don't know if it's that it was not the right person or that person didn't feel that way about them. But with you, it's natural. There's something about the connection. It's natural. And even if they haven't been with you, they have a lot of fantasies, you know. They daydream a lot about what it would be like to be with you. And it's just that they enjoy that. They enjoy that. Just even dreaming about you, because it's different. You know, it's different. It's not like, again, like, I just want to hit that. It's not like that. And your person is not really into that. So even if they're behaving like that right now, it's a facade. Okay. If you know of them and they're not with you, but you see that this is not who they are. They actually would prefer the emotional connection. Okay. I just heard a word. Why are they giving me this word? Okay, there's something around miracles, and I don't know if it's like when they meet you, there will be a lot of miracles, or there's even something with paranormal, something paranormal. Like with you, it's a little bit different. It's like there's a lot of crazy things that happen around us, and it's magical. They like that. It feels like a movie. It feels like a Hallmark movie. I don't know. Hallmark movies, in my opinion, are kind of cheesy, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting that because it's just super romantic. They feel that way. Like, I don't know. It's exciting. It's thrilling, but there's miracles. Maybe even the way I meet you is a miracle. It seems like it's out of a Disney movie or something. I don't know what this is. Okay, they're going to really like you being open or even an open book early on. They're going to really love the way that you express yourself. And I'm wondering here if we've got people who are wanting to be like that with their person, or who do resonate with being highly expressive. People who, you know, are kind of open books, or are not afraid to talk about themselves. They will really love that about you. They will enjoy listening to you, your stories. They will be a patient listener. They love the way you look at them. You look at them like how God would look at them. It's different. You see me. You see me. You see me. Like, I feel seen by you. I love maybe even our eye contact. Our eye contact is like crazy off the hook. Some of you, there could be a little bit of drama. Because it's so intense, there might be a lot of that, but it's like, I like it. It's exciting. This whole thing is exciting with you. And I think that's how you win them over, guys, is because it's so exciting. It's not like blah, like, you know, boring. You guys have an emotional connection. It's deep. And it's past life, guys. It's not like, you know, this is past life. One more. How do you make them feel, or how do they feel about you? Patience, loving, your love is fire. It's one of a kind. Never felt this way. Wow. Okay. Let's see what the cards are going to say now. Be patient with me, guys. I'm going to be pulling a lot of cards. We're going to find out from the cards' perspective now what you need to know about your person. Kind of crazy that this guy's in a suit and a tie and this guy's in a suit and a tie. It's kind of funny. And they're like right underneath each other. Okay. Whenever I get this kind of card where we're getting a zodiac sign, I then draw a third one. Okay, I thought this was kind of interesting that the water sign card came out, because I actually wanted to say that I felt like this person was a water sign originally when I first started the reading and I picked up on them when I was talking about picking up on them before I sat down, I did feel like they could have potentially water sign energy because they were just very intense. The water signs are very intense without even trying. Even when they're just around you, they could be sitting in the car next to you and their energy is just really intense. But don't worry about that if that's not your person. That's just, it's not a private reading, guys, okay? So we do have that, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Now, with this card here, we have fun times, parties, events, having fun. This person does like to have fun, okay? They do like to, in general, like in life, they like to kick back. They don't like to be too serious. They like to make life as fun as they can make it, okay? Your person is not, I wouldn't go as far to say that they don't like to be bored, but like what I was talking about with the stimulation, the conversations, learning something. They like to really expand always their mind. They want to be constantly, like doing something, learning something, having an experience, all of that. We've got the courting man. We've got a uniform or professional male. I don't really pay too much emphasis on the bottom subheaders, although that could make sense. Maybe he will have a uniform. He will wear a particular uniform in his job, or he will be in a suit. But the courting man, I feel like, I do want to say something. I feel like this could be his struggle, but I'm going to draw a clarifier just to clarify. Because I feel like the courting part, it could be a struggle for him. He may not be the best at it. Just give me a moment. Let's get a clarifier on this card. Okay. That's not really clarifying what I do feel that card is saying. That is that he will be very successful in attaining you, but I don't know. I just psychically, I felt like may not be the best quarter. What I mean by that is, because I got this card, and then I also felt like, for some of you, he could be not the best at it. But I did, however, remember that I picked up in the remote viewing, and this is what you'll find too with the cards, is that they'll just like sometimes clarify what I picked up in the remote viewing. I did pick up something like that, didn't I? I swear I did. I just want to go over it. I felt like I saw something like that. I thought I picked up something along those lines. I swear I did, where he would be really good that way. Like if he met you, he would know, he would express it. I felt like I saw that here. And look, I can't even read my own writing. Oh man. Okay. Maybe I said it, but I didn't write it down. But anyways, I just felt like with the courting man, that could be coming up specifically in their reading, because it's important that the courting style, it could be a bit different. It could be not the smoothest, but he will be successful. So he knows what to do, but he also doesn't know what to do. And he is standing in the corner. And he's watching, he's gazing with his eyes. He's not literally, if you look at this guy, he's not in a position where he's in action. He has his hands in his pocket. He looks like he's being extremely, I don't know, like passive about it, but it's like still with intent, because he's looking, right? He's looking, he's trying to get your attention, but his hands are in his pocket. So, there could be a little bit of like, just confusion around the courting. And I do have this card here of stringing you along. So at times it could feel like, maybe, in his courting phase that, he did string you along to some degree. But listen, maybe he doesn't like that. Maybe that's also popping up here, because he doesn't really like, for anyone to string him along. He wants to know what your intentions are. Maybe he can literally see through it. Maybe that's what he's doing on this card. Remember what I picked up about being able to see through people, can pick up intuitions. He's in the corner observing. That's what most psychic people do. I know that's what I do. I observe the room. I can pick up on people just when they're sitting at a table. I know exactly what's going on. Okay. So with the sun as well too, he can see, he has the ability to, like see very clearly with the sun. And maybe he doesn't like that, people who string him along. He wants you to be upfront right away. Belligerent is interesting as well too, because I picked up on that. I don't think he likes that at all. This is not a guy who's going to think that's funny, or I don't think this guy even really likes those the butt of the jokes type. Is that how you call it? Being the butt of the joke. I don't think he's even really too into that. I mean, I think he can kind of handle it a little bit, but like I don't think he likes dark humor. Okay. So you might want to be careful with that. And this really has me, this card. This really has me. Because it's such a contradict on the card. He's in the corner. He is posted up. He has his hands in his pocket, but he's deeply gazing at someone he likes. And I feel like he's not in any type of action, but he's sussing them out. And with the sun, I think he knows how to pull people towards him. That could even be what I picked up with. I said he knows how to win people over or make them come to him. So that could cause a little controversy with the courting. Maybe you might want him to like approach you. He may study you at first, okay? But he definitely doesn't like people who string him along. He likes the truth. Just, be what you are, say what you are, act as if you are. And then we will all be good. With the sun, he likes it out on the table. He likes things crystal clear. We've got the divorce card. So listen, I don't know why that card is here. It could be that maybe he would be coming out of a breakup or a divorce, or he's had a very, tough breakup, or, he's experienced a divorce at some point in his life, or a breakup at the time that you meet him. It doesn't have to be that's anything serious. It could just be another indicator that this is your person, what to look out for. It could also be that maybe you are going to be, divorced, or you will go through a divorce or a breakup when you meet him. This can go both ways. We've got the moving card, a change of residence or moving in with your partner. You will move in very quickly with this guy, okay? When you meet him. It will move pretty quickly. He will want all of that. I told you this felt very soulmate, and soulmates usually move very quickly with each other. Within a year, they're usually getting together. But this could also be indicative of you moving. You move and you meet him, or you move to a new neighborhood, or you move locations, or maybe he moves and he comes and shows up all of a sudden in your area, and you're like, oh, you just find out he moved here. That could also be a sign. Now, with the Three of Wands, this is interesting because I do feel like this person is quite the visionary. He's a big, big thinker, I'm telling you. So I do feel like visionary energy. I do feel like this person is always looking into the future. He's very about forward movement. This is not a guy who likes to look backwards or even dwell on the present moment. He's about momentum. He has a lot of confidence. He's about expansion. He's about growth. He has great foresight. This guy can like see an opportunity anywhere. And this could be something that you actually really come to really love about him, okay? But he's always looking ahead. But this makes me feel like that introspective card. Like this guy is like, if you're looking for a guy, or if you're hoping that a guy that you're with or whatever would, like do inner work. Listen, he may not be moving very fast with it, but he will definitely give it a try or think about it. Okay. He's open to that kind of stuff. And that Three of Wands is an open energy. So I like that, not very closed off, not closed off, just like what I said before, into psychic stuff, into mysteries. We'll go see Bashar with you. He's open to that kind of stuff. Now I've got this card here. I feel empty without you. This guy will make that very clear to you. Whether it be with his body language, like how close he likes to be to you, or even with his words, or he'll just never want to leave you alone. He will feel like you are the missing half, okay? He will express that at some point in his connection with you, that he can't be alone, he can't sleep alone, he has to be with you. He feels empty without you. You're like two peas in a pod. You completed him. He will say something to these types of effects at least once in the connection. He will make it known. And even if he doesn't use those kind of words, it will just be like, you know, like he'll want to be around you. He'll want to go places with you. He's not going to let you go places alone. He's going to try. He's going to be like, you know, without like, not in an obsessive way, but he's going to want to tag along. He's going to want to be like your other half, like your sidekick, you know. He will very much, you know, leave everything to just start a life with you. Okay. He will do that. Even if it's hard getting him into the connection with you, once he does, he's there for good. Look at this card. It's time for me to heal now. This guy is all about healing. He's all about healing. He may not vocalize that or say it out loud or make it known. You know, he definitely is still a man at the end of the day and wants to make sure that he's, you know, not coming across as a puppy. But like, he's into that. He's into that. He doesn't want to feel the way he feels. If something's bothering him, he wants to get to the root of it. He wants to, and this is what's great also too for what's going to be great for your relationship is that, you know, if there's a problem, he's going to want to discuss it and, you know, do whatever he can to clear up stuff so we can move forward. Okay. He's all about moving forward. This guy, no hard feelings. That's why I said with the enemies thing, he can't even make an enemy. He doesn't like that kind of energy. He doesn't like bad energy and he likes to have fun. So, you know, this is not a type of guy who's going to go to bed angry or be able to live in the house with, you know, you guys not talking. He needs to clear it up or, you know, getting off the phone in a bad way, you know. The energy has to be bright. Okay. With the sun, it has to be clear. It has to be open. But with a lot of respect. Okay. Because again, with this card here, he doesn't like any type of belligerence. Okay. And just be very careful too if you decide to have a couple drinks around this guy, like, you know, this guy will be so turned off if you just start switching in front of him. He doesn't do the profound profanity either. He doesn't like that on a woman or a man, whatever. Okay. He doesn't like that. He doesn't like to use it himself. I'm not saying you can't toss it around here and there, but if every other sentence is F this, F that, no. Okay. So this is where I'm going to leave the reading. Let me know what you thought. I wish you all the best. You take care.